Rated R. Rated R. This is rated R. Yes, this is rated R. Yeah, rated R. The Satan Gang is rated R. They're rated X. And they're rated death. Yes. Ain't that something that you got powerful people in the world that makes all your celebrities and your fashion models, and they made your Versace's, and they make your Dolce & Gabbanas, and your Yves Saint Laurent's, and your Louis Vuitton, right? And your Gucci, and your Tiffany diamonds. So these rich people, they put their money behind people when somebody want a loan from their bank. But the higher you go up there, the closer they get to you, because they actually pumping you up, and it's kind of like a drug. But isn't that tripped out that they can get people to go home and kill themselves? See, all those people that get into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer, at any point in time, the wealthy people that's controlling them, they can make them go home and kill themselves. For real. For real. Like Rihanna. If they wanted Rihanna today, like, not she don't even have to piss nobody off. It could just be a ceremony sacrifice. And they can tell Rihanna, you know, today is your day. And you may see the last of her. She may do this or do that. But then you may not see her that day. You may just find out that she dead. And they get into it. They do it with pride. They kill themselves with pride. Like they know what they in for. Like they automatically gonna get a free ticket to the other side. Like they gonna automatically get a warm welcome. See? They think they automatically just gonna float off into space, and they think they tough. Most of the people, they wasn't tough in this goddamn world. You wasn't tough in this motherfucking world. You take your own life, think you gonna be tough in the next world? Shit, you fucked up. How the fuck you think you gonna do that? You wasn't even tough in this world. You have to take your own life. Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade. Come on now. But it's some more celebrities they gonna get it too. See? And most of them be hoping that don't happen to them. That's why they do what they told. And they follow the fucking rules. For real. Because at any time, the Satan Gang can call up any one of his goddamn members and tell them to kill themselves or go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. God damn it. Right. Michael Jordan? Yes. Michael Jordan, we want you to go jump from the Empire State Building. Yes, man. But they're not going to do him like that. Because he high up there, and they need some of the black people there. And the black people going to demand their little spot in the devil game, because after all, it's the black people's gang. It's their little symbols. See, it is. The white people just got it, and they didn't, they holding it down now. You know, they want to turn for real. So some of the black people in the devil gang, they gonna be there. There ain't nothing gonna happen to them. But some of the black people the other black people that's in the devil gang, some of the black people can sacrifice them. You got black people sacrificing black people in the Satan Gang in America, for real, because the black people are powerful, and they can sacrifice one of your lesser powerful black celebrities, for real. Yeah, because they doing it to the devil too, and they got to not just let white people know that they serious, they got to let Satan know that they serious. Now let me understand this. How in the fuck do they know that Satan wants these sacrifices? Well, because what it is they say, well, no, William, this is what it is. We go on a calendar and we're just doing things from the past, man, and they all did it. So, we're just following the leader, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're just following, come on. We're just following what they told us to do, what they wrote down. So some people are just following what people did in Mesopotamia or Persia or Babylon or Egypt or Greece or Rome, see, or India. See? For real. Or China. So they following these customs, and that shit, it ain't nothing but evil spirits. And what it does is the evil spirits, it influences man to write things down about it. A pathway to it. See, so the evil spirits influence men to write about the evil spirits, but it can't be. It don't have to be a terrible way that they wrote it, like in a way that'll just turn you off. It can be in a should I say? It can be in a magical, mysterious way, you know, and that's what dragged men into demon worship, the mysteriousness and the magic. See, because if the Satan just came out and told you exactly what he wanted to do, and he showed you pictures, and he showed you that once you get over to his house and his address, you can't leave. And just imagine that. Imagine going over to somebody's house, right? Imagine going somewhere on like a trip, and you took a plane somewhere, and you went to this place, and the plane landed, and you was the only one that got off the plane, and all of a sudden, giant spiders just came out of the woods. The plane taking off. The spiders are coming out the woods. But you went there. You don't know why you went there, but you went there. Now that's just a small scenario. That can be a terrifying thing to see giant spiders come out of nowhere when you just got dropped off by a plane. And you only human. There's nothing you can do. Basically, but run. And it ain't too far you can run, and you can't run that fast, you can't run that long. So eventually you're going to slow down and fall, and guess what? Guess what? The spiders are going to be on you. And they don't know nothing about you. They just know that you look like dinner. And they're going to put you in the cocoon. See? And you're going to see what that feels like. But that's just one scenario on going to hell. See? It's like, it's infinite. It's infinite scenarios of terror. And just imagine this. You can feel pain in this world. Everybody know what it's like. You know what I mean? My knee was hurting the other day, so I was like, man, my knee hurting. You know what I mean? For real. I got an arm to be hurting. You know what I mean? So it be hurting. I got arthritis because I shot myself a long time ago when I was younger. So the bullet is still in my right ankle. So it bothers me like when it's cold or it rains. So I had pain, and I didn't like it. I wanted to go away, but being that I have a projectile in my ankle, it ain't gonna go away too soon. But that's how it is. If you don't, you may not have a bullet in your arm or your leg or nowhere in your body. Good for you, you know. But you may not, you know, get that type of pain. You may get a toothache one day, or earache, or a tummy ache, or a headache, or a backache, you know, or eye ache, or your balls may be aching. I don't know. Whatever ache you got to deal with your ache. But there's some other aches there when we die, man. When we die, I'm telling you, I'm keeping it real with you. All these people out here getting into hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. All these satanic people on YouTube. See, they living, man. This is the summer's coming up, William. Cheer up, man. You know, man, it's June the 18th, man. Come on, tomorrow's the 19th. Come on now. Just relax. Summer's on the way. What's the problem? And some men can have it like that, you know. But the black men, they put themselves in that situation because they were direct descendants of those people. And somehow somebody fucked up in their family and got them put in the situation. Now, people don't want to look at it that way. They'll say, oh, that's a goddamn story. That's a story. You know, white people say, no, this is evolution. It's Jesus. But in reality, ain't no Jesus behind that. The white Jesus he ain't got no power. That's something that white people made up. Now the story, there's a man there that story belongs to, and white people don't want to show you his real face because they ain't got a picture of his face. See? They ain't got a picture of his face. But again, going to hell. you do not want to go to hell. See? You don't. You don't, man. I'm telling you. Because like I said, it's like going to a place and you don't really know where you're going. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like being lost, right? Like if you ever get lost or you ever lose something, you don't really find it. You be like, oh man, I forgot something. 9 times out of 10, if you don't have it right then, you just don't have it right then unless you go back and get it. But then if you go back and get it, you messed up time in your day that you needed to do something probably more important, right? So, you know, it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? When you go to hell. See, because I think that we all gonna die, right? Individuals. Some of us gonna die in our 80s, in our 70s, in our 90s. Maybe a few in the 100s. But some of us gonna die in our 50s, in our 40s, in our 30s, our 20s, you know, for real. You got people that's out there gonna die in their 20s. You know, look at the gangbangers. You know, look at the gangbangers. Look at the muggers. Look at the robbers. Look at the carjackers and the home invaders. They may die, the burglars, the stick-up men, the grocery store stick-up men, the bank robbers. You know, they died, you know, at young ages. Some of them died old bank robbers too. But I'm just saying, people die at different ages, my point. You know, and if you get into anything that's, you know, negative, you know, you get into any of that stuff, man. You get into, goddammit, worshiping Baal and Moloch, you know, worshiping deities from Persia and India and Pakistan and China, and you get into worshiping the Kaaba, you know, Islam. You get into all of that, because that ain't nothing but demon worship. The Kaaba ain't nothing but demon worship. And Louis Farrakhan, he gets into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. Louis, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, gets into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. But what it is, big money gets him there. That's private, what he does. Because Louis Farrakhan came in the world on his own, man. He came in this world on his by himself. So he was a little kid in the big world. See? Yes, he got a family now. He got the nation because he got his own little piece of power that they gave him. They just want him to do what he told. See? He got some power. He can be rebellious if he want to, but he still get into it because big money required Louis Farrakhan to get into it. Yes, it does. He don't do it all the time, but they have initiated Farrakhan. He don't do it all the time, but he get into it. Why you think he knows so many Jewish people? And he be talking about them. He be around the rabbis. He be around the white Muslims. Master Farad Muhammad was a white man. See? He was a mixed man. See? Farrakhan got the slick hair. Khalid Muhammad dead. Farrakhan's son dead. Malcolm X dead. Elijah Muhammad dead. See, all them people started dropping dead around Farrakhan. They got gay people in the Nation of Islam. Yes, if that was a real Islamic place, if that was a real place of Allah, see, and the Prophet Muhammad and of Abdullah, they wouldn't have no gay people in there. No, they would not. See, but for the sake of money and the sake of power and the sake of the roar of the crowd, see, and the snap and the flash of the camera and the interview and the autograph, see, and sometimes the sex, people will sell their souls. They'll sell their people short. They'll sell out to Satan. They will, man. They'll sell out. I'm telling you, look at TD Jakes Church. All you gotta do is pay attention, man. If these places was real God-loving, fearing people, they wouldn't let the women wear weave. They wouldn't let them wear makeup. They wouldn't let them wear tight clothes. They wouldn't have no gay people in the church. They wouldn't be arguing amongst each other. See, they wouldn't be eating all this fast food. They wouldn't be having all these satanic, sexy dances. They wouldn't have so much gossip in the church. They wouldn't have so much sex up in the church. See, if they were really godly, holy, churchy people, and if you go to church for 40 years and your church still full of blaspheming, your church still full of gossip, your church still full of lying and deceitfulness and backstabbing and sex and people looking for the roar of the crowd, then man, you got a church from hell. Straight up. And you just sitting up there drowning, you indulging in it too. You comfortable with it because it's a show. And some people go to church because it's a show. They're comfortable with it. You know, they want to be seen. They want to be a part of something. They probably got a pastor with a good name, with a catchy name. So they pastor be on TV. So every now and then the crowd will shine. Every now and then the camera shine on the crowd. So they say, they know we got cameras in here, man. So our church got cameras in it, man. We somebody. Our pastor be talking about this and that. But most of the pastors, they get them into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. Most of the pastors, I would say 98% of the pastors in America, they get them into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. And that'll shock people. I said most of them. Well, I ain't going to say 98% of them. Probably, yeah. I said about 85% of them. Yeah, because don't forget, the white Jesus is still out there. And that's something that a man made up. See, whether he was French, African, Dutch, Spanish, no matter what he was, Asian, he made that up. They made the picture of Jesus up to please somebody. See? Yeah, for real. Yeah, they want to please somebody. So they made a picture up because, you know, according to the story, you know, Leonardo da Vinci got caught in the bed with the Pope's son. And the Pope said, nah, man, you know, you screwed my son like that. You're going to make my son famous. You know, I can't have no scandal on my damn Pope ship like that. See what I'm saying? I'm the Pope. You know, this is embarrassing to me. So you're going to paint a picture of my son. And Leonardo da Vinci, since that was the Pope, and he didn't want to be put to death under the Pope's fury, he painted a picture of the Pope's son. See? And people that stick with it, it's kind of like passing something down the line. People don't know what the hell it is. They probably put a story into it when they pass down. Yeah, that's Jesus. By the time it come down, people get to it, that's Jesus. That's all I told you was Jesus. And in order to do it, the Pope cleaned his son up, man. He cleaned it up. He gave him a story. He took the other man's story and put it on his son's story because the Pope seen his son get nailed in the room by Da Vinci, and he wanted to get that out of his head. That ain't what the last thing he wanted to see about his son, because he was a holy person. He was the Pope, so he didn't want to just have that scandal on his son's name. He didn't want his son to be remembered like that. You know what I mean? If you see your son getting screwed and laying up in the bed with a man and you're a powerful man, you don't want to, especially if you love your son, you don't want to go to your grave or your son to go to his grave saying, man, I wasn't a father. I couldn't teach my son better. But basically, he wasn't a goddamn father because he let his son go off and get in the bed with a painter. So now all of a sudden you want to paint your son as Jesus. You wasn't a goddamn father at the get-go, Pope. You was lacking. You was being irresponsible. Now you want to paint a picture of your son. You already failed as a fucking father. This shit rated R, man. This shit rated R, man. He already failed as a fucking father. According to the story, you catch your goddamn son in bed with another motherfucking man, and then that's all he could do is paint a picture of your goddamn son, and then you give it to the world. You ain't no fucking real Pope, and you ain't no real father. You're a weak father. And you're probably going to hell, bitch. Straight up. So they got the white Jesus out there. I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about the name. See? And people, the Catholic Church can do that. And they can walk around and sit on their ass and blow farts out of their robes. And right, funk their robe up. And then they got secret shit going on. You know? Every now and then they want to look at a little baby's diaper, or sniff a baby's diaper, or bathe in a child's urine. They do some wicked shit, man, because the Pope and the Vatican Church, they gets into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. They get into it, man. See, because the further you got, see, the Roman Empire only lasted 1,500 years. But Rome still got its power, but it don't got the power like it used to have. So other men then moved in. Powerful men. See, big business run the world now. Big banking. See, back then, the Roman military and the Roman might ruled the world, right? So the other big businessmen, as they come in power, they already know that. See what I'm saying? And they know about the Vatican Church and they respect them, but they like, You know what I'm saying? You ain't calling shit. Big business is calling it, bitch. Big banking. Trillions of dollars, Pope. Shut up, you little bitch. Yes. And get over here and get into the hell, Satan. Hell, Lucifer. For real. Big money. Big money. It's bigger than the Pope. It's bigger than the Queen of England. I'm telling you, it's bigger than the Pope. Bigger than the Queen of England. I'm telling you. This money I'm talking about, it's got the motherfucking Chinese in the clutch. See, don't forget, man. I don't want you to forget this. The reason how you see China, yes, China is a powerful dynasty, and they have GDP, and they have gross domestic products, gross domestic national products. They have all that. I'm sorry for going through that, but it's stocks. It's exports and imports, should I say. I'm sorry. So yes, they have this big commodity, this big conglomerate. They have China. But this is what I don't want you to forget. Remember, who freed China? Who saved China? Think about that. Who saved China when China was in dire need? When China was in chains, when China was being slapped around and bullied and being raped and robbed. Who saved China? America. Time's up. This shit rated R, man. America saved China. So China was in debt to America all along. And don't forget, those people that's Chinese, they mix with white people too. But they just got more of the Asian features. They rather have the Asiatic features. But they're obligated to the white race too. See? And they know the superior race. They know that they kind of like half-breeds. They kind of know they're like little bastards. Shit rated R, man. They kind of like little bastards. Not the white Mexicans, but most Spanish men are white men. Some of them with blue eyes, some of them got brown eyes. Most of them got blue eyes, brown eyes, shit like that. But how the Spanish men got Mexicans to be Mexicans, they raped the natives that was there. And they raped them so long, some of the natives hid, which was dark still. But with the import of slaves, they mixed with the natives that were been there. And the slaves and the natives mix. And then every now and then they'll catch a mix Mexican that the Spaniards had, and they blend with them, and they got different kind of colors in there, but most of it is white, brown, and black in Mexico. The Mexicans, should I say, in Mexico. Just like I said before. My point is that big money controls the world. Big money. Big fucking money. And it can have anybody fucking killed. Yes. It can have the people at Google killed, like these executives. You know how they live their good life. They got their shit. But big money can tell Google, the executive, get over here, Google. Drive your fucking car off the bridge. Time's up. And Google will have to do it. The executive. Hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. For real. Because it's very private, man. But big money runs the Pope. Big money runs the Queen of England. Big money runs the North Koreans and the South Koreans. The leaders. See? See Kim Jong-un with the black on. Donald Trump can talk to him, but guess what else? It's big money that's got him, Kim Jong-un. Yes, big money got Kim Jong-un. Yes, big money got Kim Jong-un. Donald Trump don't got Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is his own little power self under the Baphomet. See what I'm saying? And the devil gang got a contract on him. He do. Because white people conquered all that shit a long time ago, man. And they got numbers and they got guns and they got bombs. But what it is the big people get to the small countries, because what it is they can take like the money from the banks and they can drive the banks of the countries. And the countries got to get loans from the bankers. So basically the bankers are the goddammit puppet masters. For real, man. It's real shit what I'm telling you, man. The bankers puppet master all the motherfuckers. And if you fucking up, North Koreans will fucking dry your fucking banks up and starve your little skinny chink ass. So don't play with me. The big bankers. See, they can play with the United States. And they can go, they really can't play with the United States, because the United States is like, whatever, you know. Because the big people run this shit. But people like Donald Trump is nothing but a puppet. He's a puppet that's happened to be on the world stage. And he's like a guest speaker of the world. Because Satan is coming. Oh, man, you don't want me to talk to you tonight. See, I hit you with that. I say because Satan is coming. And we don't know the time and we don't know the date. But I can guarantee you some people are going to be in this world to see what that experience looks like. All right? Now, we may be old and dead. But I can guarantee you something's going to happen in this world that's going to bring about a big change, because man knows it's going to happen. But like I said, other white men are saying, no, you know what? I got to disagree with you on that. Because, you know, this tree is 10 million years old. Now, wait a minute. How in the fuck can a tree be 10 million years old? And the tree is only a certain size. Now, if that tree been here for 10 million years and it's still at the same size, that means that the tree, you would think as the years go by, the tree gets bigger and bigger. But the tree stays the same size for 10 million years? You know, come on, man. Come on. Some of the shit, they say they cut trees down and look at the rings and count the rings. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. You just need something to do, and you trying to outdo the Christian man and outdo the Satan man because you third in the goddamn race. See? Somebody coming home and somebody gonna come in second and somebody gonna come in third, man. What the fuck you talking about? See what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get the gold, somebody gonna get the silver, somebody gonna get the bronze, man. See? In this race. In the three-headed monster race. See? Because some of the white people gonna go to heaven. See? And because the reason why is because they didn't know no better. And they was just following what somebody else was telling them. So they was kind of like helpless. But if a lot of the white people know and they don't care, it's going to be a big portion of the body that's going to go to hell. Because they didn't care. They didn't care about the dying niggas and feeding the black babies to alligators. And they didn't care about the gun violence in Chicago. And they don't give a fuck about all the abortions. And they like, fuck that shit. Let the niggas die. They don't need a goddamn job. I'm to my white people that talk and think like that. If they got that type of attitude, if they kind of like, they talk about it, but then they lie, you know what I mean? Them type of white people, you know do you understand what I'm saying? They're saying something about it, but deep down inside, they really don't give a fuck. They're just saying something. They're just giving you lip service. Those type of white people going to go to hell. But if the sincere white people that really couldn't really do nothing about it, but they prayed about it, and they was like, man, you know, they wasn't with black people just to fuck them. See what I'm saying? Because you just with a black person just to fuck them and have a mulatto kid. That ain't what you was brought in this world for. It's more ways to show sympathy than fucking somebody. You know what I'm saying, white people? It's cool. White women look good. The black woman look good too to the white man. But hey, man, we wasn't brought in that world for that, man. We wasn't brought into this world to have sex with one another. White people got black people into that by what? Having them as slaves and raping some of the women, having their way with them. And that's wrong. See? And those white men that did that passed away, you think they're going to get away with that? You think they're going to walk in God's kingdom and say, God, yeah, I did a good job? No. Fuck no, man. He ain't a righteous God, man. No. You're not going to do that, man. You're not going to rape. You're not going to come in this world in the 1600s and 1700s and rape your way and enrich yourself with people's land and women's vagina. And, you know, then you think you're going to go lay down in the grave and you're going to be peaceful, at peace, because you put a cross on your grave? Man, fuck you. Man, that's all you got on your fleshly grave with a cross. You're going to get some on your soul ass. This shit rated R, man. For real. And this is for black people too. This is for black people. Look at all the black people out here selling drugs, killing in the name of drugs. They kill over because somebody stole a pack of crack. Somebody stole a pack of dope. Somebody stole a pack of pills. We're going to kill the bitch. When we catch her, we're going to strangle her. We don't give a fuck if she got 4 kids. Kids motherless now. We killed that bitch. See? Because she stole our dope. And they kill people, man. They kill people in Chicago. They drive by and they drive up on them and shoot them. They plot and they kill people, man. For what? Because of some drugs. Because of some drug money. Because somebody else robbed somebody else. Niggas be robbing each other because they be trying to enrich themselves instead of getting a goddamn job or starting your own snowblowing company or your own leaf raking company or your own grass cutting company. You can have some goddamn money, but you want to say, nah, you want to rob people. You want to rob people and kill people and leave them slumped over. See? Leave them on the sidewalk leaking, right? Right? And you think that's cool to go to jail and live your life like that. And you was born in this world a free person. Don't you want to be free, man? You don't like your freedom? Oh, the gangbanging life. The gangbanging life. Knocking niggas out at the club. Beating up the ops. Turning the thoughts out. See? Black man. Think you're going to go to the grave and lay down after all the bodies you didn't kill, all the women you didn't turned out, all the people you didn't raped, all the heartache you didn't cause? Come on, man. You think you're just going to get away? You think you're going to use the black Messiah and say, hey, man, I'm black. Come on, let me in. No, 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 no. You're not going to get it, man. You playing around. You think you can go to a grave because you love going to the strip club. You love drinking. You drink Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every Friday and every Sunday. See? And every Saturday. Shit, you drink. And you carry your pistol. And you pimp your hoes. And you sell your dope. And you commit your crimes. See? You commit your crimes. When it's time to commit a crime, you commit your crime and hope you get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And you do your pornography. See what I'm saying? Because it's private. And can't nobody find you because everybody's okay. We doing our shit. It's just big. And look how the white man allowed this shit to go on because he's so busy. He got his mouth full with daily bread. And then he got some devil food's cake for dessert. So you got a little bit of Jesus and you got devil food's cake. See? And then you got a shot of evolution. Yeah, you playing fucking games. And everybody got to die. Like I just said before. Man, people going to die at different ages. And you don't know the bracket that you're going to die in. You just hope life just keep on moving for you. Right? Right, man. This shit rated R, man. But like I said, them motherfuckers that get into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer, they require, big money require people to get into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. It required them, man. The Pope, Louis Farrakhan, T.D. Jakes, Joyce Myers. I don't give a fuck what big Muslim preacher or Jewish preacher or Christian preacher that's on the stage. Big money required them to get into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer, because it's some men that believe that Satan is coming. And they know that he's coming because they know it's something waiting for us. And they rather embrace that than God. They say, nah, because, man, God ain't right. And, you know, how, you know, they like I say, you go into somebody else's house. And they don't even know because, check this out. When you die, you cross over. And, like I said, you're going to be on another playing field, man. And you don't got no control of that. You can't go get a job. See? You ain't going to have your mother to hold you. See, your mother ain't gonna be able to hold you. So when you start crying, ain't nobody gonna be able to, ain't nobody gonna be able to feed you. See, because you crossed over. Something else gave birth to you, man. Something else gonna take care of you. See? See, in this world, we all came in this world a little kid, man, and somebody took care of us. The people at YouTube, the people at Google, the people at the NBC, the people at Fox. Somebody took care of us. Now, when we grow up, now we get older. We want to get into the hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. Fuck that shit. I ain't a child no more. Hell, Satan, hell, Lucifer. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, okay. Don't forget you got to die, motherfucker. And you got to cross over. And your mom and father ain't going to be there to take you in, man. Who's going to be there to nurture you? You think Satan? You don't know that. You ain't talked to him yet. He ain't sent you no message. This shit rated R. I'll get back with you.